Hi, welcome back to part two for your video box and your comic box. I just want to go over what I stopped the motion and then I did the front and back cover. So let me show you how to do that. You're going to take the next longest piece of material and on each of the edges you're going to fold them under with the glue. So here's one of the edges. And I'll show you what I mean when I say fold it over. You'll glue the whole edge around the entire perimeter of the whole thing. And then you're just gently going to fold it under. And I'll show you how and what I mean by that. And that's what I did here. As I stopped the video, I was working on that for you. Okay, so I glued the entire edge. And now I'm just going to fold just the edge over like this. Just a little tiny bit of a fold, like the smallest amount you can do. And then I put a little crease in it so it stays. And if it doesn't stay, just go back and put some more glue. And I do that around the entire piece of material. So the tops and the bottoms, so there's 4. Then as it's folded under, I go around my box, starting at the very front cover, all the way to the back cover, and I'm going to begin gluing it down. And remember, it's folded, so it has a really nice edge to it. Okay, so see how the edge is? So if I go back to my front, and I open my box, look at the edge here. It's all folded over neatly. Again, I folded that piece of material, I glued the whole thing down along the perimeters. And look at this beautiful edge that it made. And I kept going round all the way to the back. And again, I folded that piece down and I glued it. And it made this really nice edge. So now any place I don't have any material, I'm going to use my last piece of material to fill in. Because everything's done except for really the little sides and the little bit of the front. Okay, so we're almost finished. So you can take some of that material. You may also have realized that with the long piece for the front, you could probably, before you go any further, you could probably cut a little piece off of it. And that little piece, if you have any left over, you can use it for the sides. Okay, so let me show you that real quick. So when you're getting ready to do this section, you can cut part of it, and you may have some left over. But I also gave extra for you. 1 second, here we go. Alrighty. So there's a little extra material, so you can have that for yourself. I'm just fixing this here so you can see it a little better. Okay. So I had a little piece of the Batman left over, so I can use that for the front, for the bottom, and for the sides, or whatever I choose. So if I want to do some more Batman, I can. And then I also gave you some other pieces of material like this, and you can use those to fill in the other parts. So if I want to fill in, let's say this part, I can just line it up on here. All you have to do is, when you want to cover other pieces, you just make a fold at the edge. So I'm just going to fold the edge over, and I'm going to glue it again just like I did before. So let me show you that, and then I'll show you how I'm going to attach it. So take the glue, put it along the whole of the edges, and then I just fold the rough part in or under so that it comes out really neat. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just gluing the edges. So for example, I'm going to fold this under, so it gets you a really nice edge. Neat, clean, smooth, soft, and professional looking. Your hands are definitely going to get full of glue, and it takes a couple of minutes. But once you get that done, you can keep going, and it's going to look really nice. Here I'm going with the glue again along the edges. I'm folding as I go, or you can fold it at the end. It's up to you. And then just make it even, as small as possible, the fold. And then just keep on going. More glue, more of a fold, all the way down to the end. And then I'm going to have this nice piece that I'm going to add. And this is going to cover the whole of the sides. So let me get that going. So I'm just folding this over. And I'm folding this over. So the more professional, if you want it to look professionally done, like with no edges showing, then the best way to do is to fold it over like that. Okay, so see how it's glued down now and it's folded over? It makes a beautiful edge. It's so professional looking. It looks like it was sewed, it was sewn. Okay, so I'm gonna focus on my front because of course that's the part I'm gonna see. So I think I want to, I'm gonna just center this around the middle of the box this way, covering the parts that I ended with, wherever I ended. Kind of make it even here. And then of course gluing. So let me do half and half. Half glue, real fast like that. And here we go. And then I'm going to wrap it around. We're also going to then put the bottom edge in. So here we go. Wrap it down. Notice the edging. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Now I'll do this side. The glue is the key. The more glue, it'll stick. Okay, then I'll push this side down. There. Good. Now again, what do we do with the corners at the bottom? Remember, we're going to have some rough edges here. Look, they overlap. So very simply, any overlap that you have, you just make a triangle cut, like on an angle, going this way with the scissors on the corner. Cut up the corner, and I'll make a little slice here. I'll show you in 1 second. My scissors are a little rough on the edges, so I'll cut them. Probably because they might have glue on them. That could be. Alrighty. Alright, so here's an edge. Here's my side. Get me some more glue. Here it is. Put that down. Here we go. Okay, and I'll do that on the other side real quick. And then we just got to connect into the bottom. Here we go. And again, I'm always making sure there's no bumps, edges. And here's my bottom now. I have this little bit of a flap. I'm going to tuck the sides in first because those are the most lumpy, let's say. And I notice here, again, I have a rough edge. Again, I'll tuck it in. Here's a rough edge right here. I'll tuck it under and just bring it round. And it's gonna be covered by this piece. Look at that. Again, make it flat as possible. This piece, I'll do real quick here, real fast. They'll overlap. And I can also tuck this under so that I don't have any rough edges. Now notice it's coming onto the Batman section, which is okay. I want to now, on the bottom here, I'm going to just make a nice edge by tucking it under with the glue. Real simple, just make a little edge put the glue on the edge, fold it under. Try not to get it on the box itself, which I just got a little droplet on there. And then I'm going to fold it under. And you keep on going like this until you cover your entire box, which we are just about finished. And look how beautiful it's coming out. Now the glue again takes 2 days to dry, making sure you're nice and even. Look how beautiful that came out. The bottom's covered. You got the sides, the inside. There's only one last section there and there. All right, so basically you're going to use up your other pieces of material. Now you're going to have to cut with the scissors. Maybe I might want to do this side Batman. So I'll cut a little extra so that I have enough to tuck. I measure it and I'm cutting some. So I'm going to use that for that side for Batman. And then I'm going to have a little Batman on this side. I'll fold it over. I'll glue it. And then the same thing on this side here. I could even do Batman this way if I like. Let's see. All right. So we're just about out of time for today. And I'm going to glue him this way, and look how cool that'll come out.